Today, as I record this, in fact, a very fantastic and miraculous explosion of life and wonderful being will be leaving this physical part of the journey and returning to the spirit side, the light of consciousness and the presence of God found there. And this being I have shared many years with, and I am so grateful that I did, and I'm mournful that I'm not with her while she leaves, but I'm also excited for her next step as she goes back to where we came from. And this being is a dog called Coco, and right now actually dear friends of mine are helping her to release from the suffering that she's in, which came on very suddenly and unexpected, but is at a phenomenally high level. And I would hope if the option for my loved ones, if I were like that, were there, that they would release me back to God peacefully as well. And so I am split between feeling mournful that I won't get to hold her and play with her and see her playing with my children as well again, and all the trouble she made. And being happy and celebrating that I shared some part of my life with her, which has deep meaning and value, and that she goes on, I know, to a better place. And so I'm not making this for sorrow or pity. I don't really need that. I feel quite at peace sitting here, knowing that she will be at peace, and knowing that she was so loved in the world. And we rescued her as a puppy and her sisters. And one sister lives here in Hamburg. And the other died at the end of February, just over a week ago actually. And so I wonder if it's just her time to depart with a soul that she came in with. Perhaps. It's part of the wonderful mystery of life and death. We all depart. It's what makes life have its perfume, really. You don't know how long you've got. And so you want to love. And she knew how to love. And I'm just making this short video to say it's very important to recognize the mission that dogs have in this world. And that mission's very clear when you live in a developed country. They are the keepers of loving awareness in so many lives, so many family homes. They are the guardians of loving awareness in the story of mankind right now for so many. And it comes from a very profoundly beautiful way of living. They have this short life, but they don't know that. And if the meaning of a human life is to learn to love, they don't need to learn that. They seem to just know it. And it's like with Coco, you could say to her, as with many, you could say, I'll play later. And she'd look at you as if to say, what on earth is later? And I think how healthy humans would be, how healthy we would be if we would do that too. I'll do it later. Later. What on earth is later? How it would bring us back to the truth of the presence of God that is only here and now. It's not later. If I popped you in a time machine and you climbed out in an hour, when you get out of there, for you, in your awareness, it's now again. That later doesn't exist, it's imagined. And she had a face that told that. What is this later you talk about? And you know, some dogs do get traumatized. I've got the dog rescue, we're building a new one in partnership with an NFT group called the Doge Pound. We have built a site called the Doge Pound Shelter so that they can remain our sponsor for that area. And I know that dogs do suffer out there, but I have also seen that the memory is not long lasting, and so they suddenly, after some time, release the memory of the traumas and just love unabashed yet again like the others around them. And if you look at what I'm saying, the dogs, they are able to live in a state of immense, powerful forgiveness. They are able to live here and now and not be concerned about tomorrow. And by rooting that energy and consciousness in the homes of so many, I believe at this stage in our advancement that they have stopped many men, women, children and families from spiraling out of control in these strange times. By being the keepers, the guardians of loving awareness. And I just wanted to share that short message and say that Coco was definitely a guardian of loving awareness in my life and many others out in Tanzania. And I look forward to holding her again when the time comes. But until then, as I have seen with many of the other dogs that we've rescued and lost, don't for 1 second think that they are gone from your life because they have left their body here. The connection's too profound for that. They've not left your life. They've just left the 5 sense perception that you hold of the world. But they are there. You can't sit on Coco. You're giving her a cushy.
Coco, you're smiling.
Coco's smiling.